Atlantis has outlived nearly every ancient civilization ever known, not in stone or ruins, but in story. It has endured for more than 2 millennia, not as a confirmed place on any map, but as an idea that refuses to die. Across cultures, continents, and centuries, Atlantis has taken on a life of its own, shifting from a philosophical parable into a symbol of lost greatness, hidden truths, and enduring mystery. The influence of Atlantis on Western culture is profound. From early Christian theologians who interpreted it as a pre-flood civilization to Enlightenment thinkers who saw it as a prototype of utopia, the story has been continuously reimagined. During the Renaissance, when Plato's writings were rediscovered and widely translated, interest in Atlantis surged. Scholars speculated it might be linked to the Americas, newly discovered and full of unknown potential. By the 19th and 20th centuries, Atlantis had become central to a variety of new mythologies. Theosophists like Helena Blavatsky claimed Atlantis was the home of an advanced spiritual race with psychic powers and esoteric wisdom. According to her followers, Atlanteans were the ancestors of many later civilizations and possessed knowledge far beyond our own. These ideas heavily influenced New Age thought and spiritual movements in the 20th century. In popular culture, Atlantis has become a staple. From Jules Verne's 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea to comic books like Aquaman to films like Disney's Atlantis, The Lost Empire, the myth continues to evolve. Atlantis is portrayed in many ways as a paradise destroyed by its own pride, a hub of lost technology, or a city preserved in secret beneath the waves. These versions often borrow little from Plato, yet they carry forward the essence of the myth, the idea of a lost world that once surpassed our own. And with this myth has come conspiracy. Atlantis is often entangled with controversial and pseudoscientific theories, particularly those involving ancient aliens, suppressed history, or secret knowledge. Writers like Erich von Däniken and proponents of ancient astronaut theory argue that Atlanteans were extraterrestrial visitors or hybrids who passed advanced technologies to early humans. They cite unverified artifacts, mysterious architecture, and oral traditions as evidence. Some believe that global elites possess secret knowledge of Atlantis' true history and location, claiming this knowledge is deliberately hidden to maintain control over human understanding of the past. While these theories are widely dismissed by mainstream scholars, they highlight something deeper, a growing distrust in official narratives and a desire to reclaim forgotten truths. Even more grounded theories carry echoes of conspiracy. For example, the idea that ancient civilizations were more advanced than we've been led to believe is gaining traction, fueled by discoveries like Göbekli Tepe and underwater ruins off India's coast. Figures like Graham Hancock argued that a sophisticated global culture may have existed before the end of the last ice age, destroyed in a cataclysmic event around 12,000 years ago, echoing Plato's timeline. Though these ideas are controversial, they resonate. They offer a grand, unifying story that explains not only our shared myths, but the impressive ancient structures found around the world, from the pyramids of Egypt to the megaliths of Peru. In this framework, Atlantis is no longer just a city. It is the symbol of a forgotten chapter in human history, suppressed or simply lost to time. In psychology and literature, Atlantis has also been explored as a metaphor. It reflects the longing for perfection, the consequences of hubris, and the fragility of civilization. In Carl Jung's view, Atlantis represents an archetype, an image embedded deep in the collective unconscious, recurring across cultures. Similar flood myths, lost lands, or golden ages appear in countless traditions: Shambhala, Lemuria, Yes, Mu, and others. Each one tells of a people who had everything until they lost it. Today, the legend of Atlantis influences everything from speculative science to environmental thought. It serves as a warning that even the greatest societies can collapse. Climate scientists have drawn comparisons between Plato's tale and modern sea level rise, pointing out that environmental hubris could again lead to catastrophe. Atlantis also captures our modern obsession with what lies beneath, both literally and figuratively. As we explore the oceans, scan the seabed with sonar, and dive deeper into human history with DNA and archaeology, the hope remains that we might one day find proof. Until then, the city remains suspended between memory and myth, between philosophy and fantasy. What makes Atlantis endure is not just the possibility that it was real. It's that it could have been. And more importantly, that it might reflect something real about us, our potential, our flaws, and the high price of forgetting who we are. In that sense, Atlantis is not a place lost in the sea. It's a mirror held up to our own civilization. And as long as we seek understanding, question the past, and imagine what was, the legend will live on.